Learn more today at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome into WTIM, your information station. It's time for the WTIM Morning Show, this time with Chalice Nagel, Executive Director over at Kemmerer Village. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. It's been a little bit since we talked. Chalice, how have things been over there with Kemmerer Village?
They've been good. They've been good. Busy. We had our 110-year celebration in October. I don't think I've been back since that. That was really exciting. We had a lot of vendors, a lot of visitors, and horse rides. So it was really an amazingly beautiful day. We were really pleased with the turnout.
I forget, October was still like 60, 70 degrees those days. So that is just awesome. 110 years of service over there at Kemmerer Village. And let's talk Christmas a little bit. What does it look like during this time of year on campus at Kemmerer Village?
So on campus, as I've explained before, we do have a 21-bed residential facility that we serve kids. And so some kids do get to go home. They go home for the entire school break, and we really celebrate that. That's hard work for the kids to stabilize some behaviors and family work, to reestablish some really good, healthy patterns. So that's great. Some kids go home for the entire school break. Some, even just go home 24, 48 hours so they can be with their family at Christmas. There are some kids that stay on campus at Christmas. I know that's always hard for people to hear, but we are really blessed and thankful for our really dedicated staff who obviously are still there Christmas Day, and we try to make Christmas Day really special on campus for the kids.
And I know you guys do over there at Kemmerer Village. It's just the constant effort of keeping the kids happy all year long, and I know it only grows during the Christmas season. Not to get too into the weeds on this, but the children that do go back to their homes there, any type of report on them when they come back, any types of improvements that you're looking for, or is it Christmas time you're kind of just letting them be?
Absolutely. Actually, every home visit is really part of treatment. Okay. The kids have struggled when they left their home environment, usually in a variety of areas, and we look for progress every visit. And if there's not progress, then we look for ways that we can have progress on future visits. We have family counseling very regularly, especially when the kids are going home on visits, because the goal is to get back to a home environment. Absolutely. So the home visits are practice for what they're learning in our environment.
A bigger time for the year for the kids as well, just for on that aspect right there. So that's really cool. Let's talk a little about Christmas at Kemmerer Village. I'm sure there are activities happening until those kids go home, and especially for the kids on campus. So what's first top of mind Christmas at Kemmerer?
Well, they really love, we have a hot cocoa bar. Those became kind of fashionable a couple of years ago, where we have all kinds of stuff that they get to put in hot cocoa. So we have a couple of hot cocoa bars. We've been, again, blessed with some sponsors for those to get really special ingredients. They usually decorate Christmas cookies at that time as well. So that's a fun event. We have Santa Bingo. Because there are as many letters in Santa as our bingo. So we have Santa Bingo. We have other games, group games in our recreation center. They go and see Christmas lights in various areas. We were blessed to have a music group on campus last Monday to sing some Christmas music, which the kids found really special. And then, of course, we have presents. We do collect presents for over 200 children every year. We are so thankful for the donors that have helped us out this year so far, and I know we have more scheduled. And tonight at the West Side, the Taylorville Chamber After Hours event, we know that there were some people who took some wish lists for our kids and went shopping, which was really great. So the kids that go home, we do send presents with them. Wow. The kids that stay on campus, we try to have, a little extra special Christmas time for them, because they'll be there with us Christmas Day. Wow,
that is all really special. And of course, the West Side tonight's going to be big with the toy donation. Anything else that's been happening during this time, or that you hope to pick up for 200 plus kid toy donations? What else to drive toys for that?
So, we also look for new coats. That's a nice thing for our kids. We do have kids that come to our facility without winter coats, and then also kids that come into our foster care program, because some of those 200 kids who will receive presents are in our foster care program. So kids sometimes come into foster care, and the foster parents, we know, very dedicated, want to do a lot for the kids, but it's pretty significant if a kid comes to your home without good winter coats. And so having having some of those on hand to be able to provide to support our foster families and our residential kids is very important.
Absolutely. Where can listeners go to find out more about what you're talking about right there? Just purchasing and then delivering these to you all, and just finding out what you actually need.
So they can go to our website, kimmervillage.org, and look at the donate button and also find our wish list. I know the Taylorville Chamber of Commerce also posted our wish list on their Facebook page.
Perfect. All right. That's easy enough to get involved in the effort there. The hot cocoa bar seems fun. Is that like an ongoing event, or is that a one-day hot cocoa bar special?
We actually do it twice.
Okay.
We used to just do it once. The kids loved it so much, and the staff love it too. So now we have two.
That's awesome. You mentioned the sponsors that make this possible. I mean, can you mention any of these? Or anyone we want to thank to make this?
I don't have that today, but we really appreciate those who've been able to do that. It is kind of fun when people call and say, what can we do over the holidays? So, even a trip to Dairy Queen, everybody knows prices get expensive. So when you take, 15 kids out to Dairy Queen, that can be pricey. So those kinds of gifts always help.
Yeah, I think about even going to venture out, see the Christmas lights. That can also be, a pretty hectic day. Do you guys have your own transportation services to bring all those kids along to see the lights?
We do.
Cool.
We do. We have a fleet of vehicles,
Nice.
and we've actually worked with Enterprise. We have some nice newer cars. We're able to work that out. Our foundation helps support that effort. So we have some minivans, and we load everybody up. And again, there's usually a trip to Dairy Queen or something like that.
Just to make it all a little bit better right there. That is really awesome. And then Santa Bingo. Do you yell Santa instead of bingo?
I think that they do.
Okay.
I think that they do.
That's all I had on that one. That is just really awesome. Kemmerer Village in studio, Charlotte Nagel, their executive director, and just learn about Christmas time at Kemmerer. Are these any new events or anything that we're bringing back from the past to this year's celebrations?
Well, like I said, I've been there 31
Yeah.
years. I think they always do Santa Bingo.
Sure.
The Hot Cocoa Bar is a newer event. The music group that we had last Monday, that was a new fun event. So Christmas lights, of course, that's a good tradition to have. So
Absolutely. Other like normal Kemmerer operations up and going, equine therapy, that kind of stuff. Does that roll through the winter months?
absolutely, because we have an indoor riding arena. Also exciting, I didn't mention before, we have two people who are newly certified equine therapy providers.
Wow.
So we are looking in the spring to start expanding our equine services. So when I come back in March, I can definitely talk about the expanded equine therapy services.
Perfect. What a specialized group you're able to make right there with the equine therapy and finding some specialists in that area. That is awesome. Are those already Kemmerer Village employees, or are these just equine therapy specialists?
Nope, they were long-term equine people at
Wow.
Kimmer Village. They'd been volunteering for years, and then they expressed interest in getting certified. It's actually a pretty extensive process. It's called PATH certification,
Okay.
and that involves a video demonstrating your skills in teaching equine skills and also being supportive of the horses and your client. So they were just newly certified.
Wow. Prior to this, who was heading up the equine therapy and keeping track of the animals? Was there another person in that spot?
We've had a really gifted equine therapist, Amber Miller. She's been there, I think, about 14 years. So she's grown that program into our Horses and Heroes that we have twice a year. She's really mentored these two young women to become certified so that we can do some service expansion.
Amazing. And an indoor riding arena. I mean, that'll make things a little bit more comfortable, at least in the winter time. Has that always been on the grounds? Is that a newer development?
It's been there probably about 12 years. So it was a specific bequest. So it is a very large, beautiful building. We're very blessed to have that as part of our services.
110 years of Kemmerer Village, and just I'm sure it's undertaking so many different operations and buildings over there. That's just awesome. About 2 minutes left in this first segment. Anything else we should know about Christmas at Kemmerer? Of course, we got some big topics to hit on in this back half here, but anything else for the listeners right now?
Just we want to thank all of our donors. Even every day, we have people dropping off presents and thinking of our kids, and they've used the wish list that we've posted, but also, maybe they've had some bikes or they saw a bike on Black Friday and they've just picked that up and dropped it off. And that just really helps kids who have had a really rough time probably have one of the best Christmases of their whole life.
Absolutely. I'm sure that has to warm the heart there when someone brings in an item and just because they thought of you all, and maybe it's the first time they've done it, but that is just really awesome. Any way to help out Kemmerer Village, it's going to do good things for the community. We got Charles Nagel in studio right now, executive director over at Kemmerer Village, and we got much more to talk about in this back half. Before we go, thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, in Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM. WTIM.
Chip Flory here, inviting you to join the conversation as we tackle the current issues of agriculture every weekday morning at 10:06 on the Talk of Central Illinois, News Talk WTIM. I host AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running interview show dedicated to discussing agriculture issues with the newsmakers and include you in the conversation via our toll-free number. We're here weekdays mornings at 10:06. We are AgriTalk.
Hey, Troy.
Yeah?
Sock it to me.
Well, okay, since you asked for it.
Wait, no, I mean sock as in socks for seniors.
It's that time again, isn't it?
It sure is, Troy. The time when kind-hearted folk from far and wide drop off new, warm, fuzzy, and funny socks at Jansen's Heating and Air.
We then deliver those donated socks to our elderly friends and neighbors at local assisted care facilities.
A new pair of colorful, comfy socks may not seem like much,
but they brighten the season for seniors spending the holidays away from home and family.
The deadline is Friday, December 13th, so drop off new pairs of ho-ho holiday socks during regular business hours at Jansen's on West 40 in Effingham.
Or give them to your Jansen's tech during a service call and get $5 off your bill.
The funnier, funkier, and flashier the socks, the more memorable they'll be.
It's our favorite time of the year.
Be honest, Troy, you weren't really going to hit me, right? Troy?
Learn more about socks for seniors at jansensheating.com.
Taylorville schools promote student success because Taylorville schools are A+. This is Superintendent Brandy Bruley inviting you to find out all the great things happening with our students and staff when we sponsor the Taylorville Schools Good News segment the first Thursday of each month at 8:40 during the WTIM morning show. You'll hear from students, staff, and administration about how we promote student success every day. Listen for our Good News segment each month on the WTIM morning show, and go Tornadoes.
There's an issue cutting through the bipartisan bickering in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
At People's Bank and Trust, they help their consumer and business customers spend their time living their life, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, they put people first. Find out how they can help you by clicking their banner ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Robinson from Advanced Title. Whether selling your home on your own or through your local realtor, please give us a call at 824-8007 for all your title work needs.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into WTIM, your information station. We're sitting down with Charlotte Nagel in this one, Executive Director of Kemmerer Village. Thanks so much to live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We talked Christmas at Kemmerer Village in that first half. Let's talk some more events, big upcoming events for Kemmerer Village. And the third year for this one, I'll let you take it, the murder mystery. Charlotte Nagel, a lot of people look forward to this one.
We're hosting again out at Willow Ridge Winery in Shelbyville. We're really excited. It'll be our third year out there. Nice. This year, we're looking at a murder at the Music Awards Gala. So that'll be a really fun way to celebrate. And if somebody hasn't been involved in a murder mystery, it's an interactive sort of dinner event. Okay. So great catering. Again, we'll have great food out at Willow Ridge. And then the murder mystery, you have some players, actors. We have been trying to use last year. We started using some amateur actors, probably looking at that again. And then they engage the audience with specific parts throughout the evening. And there's like a first act and a second act. Meanwhile, you're eating dinner and having good charcuterie board. So it's really a very fun event.
Wow. This is something I never heard of before speaking with you, Charlotte, and these murder mystery events. That is just so awesome. Can we still get involved if we want to be an actor? If we want to attend, can we reach out?
Absolutely. Awesome. So we're still working a little bit on the registration, but also very exciting is we're going to do 2 this year
Two.
because the murder mysteries at Willow Ridge have always sold out really fast,
Sure.
and then we get people calling. So we're going to do one March 29th at Willow Ridge, and then also the very next weekend, April 5th. Both of those are Saturdays at the Inn at 8:35 in Springfield. So we'll have all of our materials. We thought it was a great way to really bring our mission to 2 distinct areas of Central Illinois. So it'll be the same show. The show on the 5th of April at the Inn at 8:35. We'll have some package deals. That's what we're still working on. So Inn at 8:35 has some rooms. So there will be some room and breakfast packages
Whoa.
to kind of make it a fun, spring
Yeah.
getaway for somebody that's interested in that. So we will have all the information and the registration links very soon on our websites, kimmervillage.org. So you can look for those, and we're just really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. This is going to be an awesome one at Willow Ridge. And you said great food always. Does Willow Ridge have their own food setup, or are you guys catering in from somewhere?
We cater in.
Cool.
We cater in.
Awesome.
And then also we'll cater in at the Inn at 8:35. Willow Ridge has some great winery, great sangria.
Nice.
So it's really a fun venue if anyone has ever been out there. And they do have new owners, so we're excited to be able to work with them, as a new group.
Sure. How did you go about selecting these locations? Shelbyville, Springfield. What was the reason?
Well, actually, in our Kimmer Village Foundation, 2 of our members live pretty close to Shelbyville. So they were familiar with the Willow Ridge Winery. So that linked us to them. But also our new executive director of our Kimmer Village Foundation, she lives in Springfield. She grew up in Springfield. So that was one of the reasons we wanted to link to the venue there.
That's perfect. So registration is still getting set up for this, but we still got a little bit of time to be able to register for them and learn everything we need to. Anything else on Murder Mysteries upcoming? There's 2 this year. This is awesome.
There'll be 2, and we're definitely planning to have the registration up. So these would be great Christmas presents.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I didn't even think about that. So that is really awesome. Charlotte Nagel, Executive Director of Kemmerer Village, breaking down the murder mystery of this year. And they got 2 of them going off. So we're very excited about it. 4 minutes left of this morning show. Charlotte, can we move over to our Day of Giving?
Exactly.
Awesome.
So the Tuesday after Thanksgiving has become the Day of Giving. A lot of corporations do some matching, and also sometimes donors do matching.
Cool.
So we took the opportunity yesterday, and for a kickoff of our capital campaign of some needed improvements down at Camp Carew. That'll include hopefully renovating the beach level changing areas, and also a couple of other buildings needed some improvements. So we kicked off a Day of Giving yesterday, and just yesterday we raised $4,800.
Wow.
So with a 2-to-1 matching, we're already well over $15,000. Our capital campaign goal is $50,000. So we just really appreciate all the sponsors yesterday. That did include Caterpillar. We had a couple former and existing Caterpillar employees give. So that entices Caterpillar to do a match. And we've just been really pleased.
Wow, well on your way to that goal just after 1 day. I mean, what does the next one look like for a Day of Giving? It was only 1 day for the Day of Giving, but the Camp Carew will continue to be fundraised for.
Absolutely. The capital campaign. And again, you can look at our Facebook page and find ways to donate there.
Awesome. For people that might not know Camp Carew, I mean, you've spoken on it in the past, but it seems like an awesome place. Can you describe it?
It is. It's just beautiful. It's down on Little Grassy Lake outside Makanda, Illinois, very close to Carbondale. And at our Camp Carew, we offer about 6 weeks of Christian camping, but also we offer rental opportunities for families and groups. We have a new director. He is a new director, but he has been a camp counselor for years and years, and he was also a camper there.
Awesome.
So he's familiar to all the existing campers and the families, and we're really excited to get started with him.
Beautiful. Can you describe that partnership between Kemmerer Village and Camp Carew? Is it owned by Kemmerer Village? Is this a separate entity all in itself and just a great partnership there?
It's part of our mission. It's one of our programs.
Great.
So, we run and operate the camp, and we're just really proud with that partnership.
Really, really awesome, Charles. We got about a minute and a half left here. We mentioned coats and winter clothing and this time of year. Website. Always go to the website. I always refer to that when we're out there shopping.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Our wish lists are on our website. New winter coats, kid sizes anywhere from about an 11-year-old to, we do have a couple of 18-year-olds. So those are pretty much adult sizes. Per our licensing, they do need to be new coats. So we really appreciate if people are able to make that donation and just really help our kids out.
Perfect. Monetary cash donations during this time, all accepted?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we will make sure you get a tax letter for tax deduction here at the end of 2024. So you can make those cash donations. You can visit our website. You can just give us a call at 217-226-4451. We'll get you hooked up with the right people and you'll be able to help us support our mission.
Just perfect. Do you know what's on the schedule for the kids today over at Kemmerer Village? Anything Christmas themed today?
I don't think today. They're still in school. So
of course, yeah, nothing too fun Christmas-wise today, but we're thinking about those kids over at Kemmerer Village. And Chalice, thank you for all you do, and thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. That's Chalice Nagel, Executive Director over at Kemmerer Village, right here on our WTIM Morning Show. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. You can find the stream on Facebook at Taylorville Daily News or on YouTube at WTIM TV. You've been listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.